Hi guys, welcome back to Gender Bender DNA Twister Extreme Part 4. We're in trouble with security guard, and I had no choice but to sit down in this girl's office and listen to whatever tirade she was going to throw at me. So we got a textbook case of sexual harassment by a perverted older woman. It's not sexual harassment. You're taking photos of underage girls on your phone. Jesus Christ, that's pretty disturbing. She's 19. The fact you know that is even more disturbing. So your name is Stephanie? How did you know that? It says so on your desk. Oh, right. Listen here, Stephanie. You're going to unlock this door and let me go. And then we're both going to go happily on our ways and never speak of this again. Am I threatening her? What criteria do I have to threaten her? No, you listen here. What you're doing is a serious offense and you're in big trouble. Taking photos of people without their prior knowledge is against the law. I'm reporting you to the police. Wait, seriously? I'm very serious. Shit. Wait, I have an idea. How about I delete all the photos on my phone? You can sit here and watch me do it. I guess that would work. Well, she's pretty lenient. Good. Then they won't ever see me again, I promise. The girl watched me as I deleted every single photo of Yale on my phone. Once she was sure they'd all been deleted, she let me go after giving me a strict warning. That was close, but I managed to get myself out of trouble. Phew. Stupid Stephanie. As if not know about automatic online backups. My pervy photos of Yale are safe. Woo. Plus, they're just pictures of Yale in an Alita outfit. It's not illegal to take pictures of people in cosplay, and she's mostly covered up anyway. If she brought me to the police, she would have been laughed out of the room. Poor, naive Stephanie. Okay, so now it's time for me to get some animal DNA. There's got to be a pet store around here somewhere, right? It took me a while to find one, but I eventually found a pet store on the second floor of the mall. The owner was a bit confused as to why I wanted a skin sample from every animal in the store, but once I bribed him with $50, he didn't care too much. Once that was taken care of, I returned to my favourite place in the mall ever. Alianne, give me 4 plates of nachos on the double. Alianne's out with Kim today. She won't be back for a few hours. Oh. Even so, I shall have 4 plates of nachos. Legally, I can't sell you more than 3. How is it illegal to sell nachos? It's a long story. I ordered 3 plates of nachos and gorged on them as quickly as I could. I started to get back to the lab before Lynn noticed I was gone, so I didn't have time to eat slowly. Man, those nachos were good. What's the deal with the nachos? Dina, there you are. Oh, hey Lynn. I got back from the bathroom. Please, spare me the details. Danielle bought some pizza to work for everyone to enjoy. You should come eat with us. Pizza? You might be watching your weight now, but there's no way you can say no to pizza. I guess I can make room. Woohoo! It's a pizza party! God, it's pizza. It's just a fucking pizza. Woo! I was going to regret eating this much food. Should we really be eating in here? Dathan's gone now. We can do whatever we want. There's test tubes all over the place. We can eat in the break room if you really want. No! That place smells so bad. I keep telling the cleaners to look into that, but they have no idea where the smell is coming from. It's so gross. That's weird. Dead body? I wonder if Bree will show up later this afternoon. I had some work I needed her help with. I doubt it. I just got a call from her. She's taking the day off to hang out with her girlfriends. Bree has a girlfriend? Yeah, she was talking about a girl she met at a clothing store the other day. I think didn't think she'd actually ask her out though. Wow, it didn't take her long to find someone. Yeah, Bree's really got guts. But she doesn't have pizza. Thanks again for bringing in all this food. Danielle, you're awesome. Is it enough to make you stop calling me Danielle? Nope. Aww. I can't believe Bree got a girlfriend so quickly. Are you jealous? A little. I'm not gonna lie, but kinky lesbian sex with this body would be pretty awesome. What can I say? What can I say? Oh yeah. We should totally go out one night and see if we can get girls to flirt with us. We'll buy something sexy and head to a bar or nightclub and see what happens from there. Oh my god. We'll probably just get guys hitting on us. I have no idea what I'd do if that happened. Run away screaming? Something like that. However, we should probably wait until we make a breakthrough with our research before we hit up any clubs. We're way behind. But if I gave you bigger boobs, you get lots of attention at a club. Why are you so obsessed with giving me bigger boobs? I wanted us to be sexy together. This is just fucking ridiculous. Please, I'm already super sexy. Bigger boobs would help. Stop. Aww. I want the bear to convince Lynn to transform herself even further, but that wasn't going to stop me. I had a lot of work to do. And I'm nearly done. The padded transformation chamber looks incredible. I just got to adjust the thickness of the pipes to match the consistency of our viral vector, and this thing will be finished. I wish I'd known I'd have to adjust the pipes before I built this thing the first time though. This is going to take forever. Oh well, if you want the perfect body, you gotta make the perfect snake body. You gotta make a few sacrifices. Hey Dina, are you in there? I quickly threw a sheet over the GIC. Yeah, come on in. Can you give me a hand with my research again? I just can't seem to make anything work. Don't worry, you're probably just missing something simple. I'll have this figured out in no time. Huh? That shouldn't do that. Ah, why isn't this working? I'm stumped. Yeah, you're like an expert at this sort of thing. This is bad. We need a break. I don't mean going home and playing video games. We should go out and do something. We're two sexy single females. The night is ours. Alright, sure. Where do you want to go? Let's go to the mall. Haven't you done enough shopping? Well, you said you wanted to go to a nightclub and we can't exactly go out looking like this. We need to buy ourselves some sexy outfits. Sure, but can we grab some food first? I'm really hungry. I don't think I can wait until later this evening to eat dinner. I know a sweet place that makes these awesome nachos. We can go there and do some shopping. Sounds like a good plan to me. It looked like Dina was going to be eating nachos for dinner. Huh, I've never been here before. It's pretty cool, huh? This is where I order our morning coffee from. Hey girls, what are you two doing here? Aliane, you work here? Yeah, I've been working here for about a year now. How's being a girl going for you? It's fantastic. Pretty much every aspect of my life has improved. I'm glad to hear it. So what can I get you two? Can we get a large plate of nachos with a side order of chips? Sure, no problem. Thanks, Aliane. Then I grabbed the table at the back while we waited for our food to be ready. I couldn't wait until I had my mouth around another crunchy cheese. I thought she was going to say something else there. Another cheese nacho chip of pure distilled awesomeness. Here's your nachos. Woo! Hey, Aliane. Yellen? What if we told you, and this is completely hypothetical, but what if just maybe we didn't have a way to change you back to normal? I was never going to drink that reversal drug in the first place. So you'd be fine? Yeah, totally. This is hands down the best week of my life. Well, I guess that's one less person to worry about. Don't be so down all the time, Lynn. You got lots of things to be happy about. Here, eat these nachos. They're bound to cheer you up. I leaned forward and grabbed a small handful of nachos. Wow, this is one of the best things I've ever eaten. They're pretty great, right? What's in these things? You don't want to know... What the fuck is the deal with the nachos? After a delicious plate of nachos and somewhat underwhelming plate of chips, Lynn and I went shopping. Oh, what? The store's closed? It's pretty late. That Cafe River was beginning to close for the night. Lame. Well, we're already here. Want to see a movie instead? Sure. But we got to do your thing first, so I get to pick the movie. But we got to do your thing first, so I get to pick the movie. Eating food counts as my thing? Hell yeah it does, fatty. I'm not fat, you're just unnatural. Neither of them are at all, in any way, shape or form, overweight. Well, I'm still picking the movie. Fine. Lynn and I saw a silly movie about a mammoth trashing a shopping centre. It wasn't the most intellectual thing around, but it helped keep Lynn's mind off things. For some reason, Lynn was especially bothered about the impact she'd had on everyone's lives by transforming them. Maybe she isn't just a massive fucking prick! Like you are, Dina. Perhaps. Now, don't get me wrong, I did feel bad about it, but judging from all the evidence I'd seen so far, almost everyone was enjoying their new forms way more, even if they weren't prepared to admit it just yet. Yael and Bree both had secret girlfriends, and Danielle had stopped complaining about wearing ridiculous outfit ages ago. They might all be embarrassed about it, but they were definitely enjoying the week, and they'd be better people for it. I really wish Lynn would cheer up, and I was sure that giving her bigger breasts would do the trick, but she wasn't in the mood for that right now. That wasn't going to stop me, though. I'd find a way. Oh my god. Well, I haven't felt this refreshed in the morning in years. Man, I love being female. I got changed and made my way to the living room. Morning, Dina. Do they wear the same clothes every single fucking day, by the way? Lynn, you okay? No. It's because your boobs are too small, isn't it? Don't be stupid, Dina. I wasn't. We seriously need to find a way to reverse the transformation, and we need to do it today. I had this big mental breakdown last night, and I think I figured out what we need to do. But if it doesn't work... Lynn, don't worry, we'll figure this out. You know what? I think you're right. Let's kick some ass. Woo! Ah! Lynn and I quickly ate breakfast together, then raced to the lab. Although I was convinced that everyone was better off in their new bodies, I was glad to see Lynn in high spirits again, so I humoured her with her research. She's such... I mean, she has no right to just assume that of people. It's ridiculous. Being female was way better, but I guess people did have differing opinions on that. About halfway through my research, I was interrupted by a phone call. I normally let Lynn answer the phone, but she was pretty engrossed in her work. Hello? Hi, Abaddon Labs? That's us. This is Rose, Nathan's fiancée. Oh, hi. Awkward! I take it you've heard of me? Yeah, I'm Dina, one of the scientists responsible for accidentally turning your boyfriend into a woman. Sorry about that. You're working on all sorts of gender-related research, correct? I'm not really allowed to talk about the specifics of our research to people outside the lab. I'm engaged to Nathan, but I'm also on the investor board. You can talk to me. Really? Sorry, but I might have to check with Nathan first, just to be on the safe side. Oh my god, that's the first sensible fucking thing you've said the entire time. No, don't. Keep this conversation between us a secret, okay? Just listen, alright? Oh, that? I can do that easily. But are you sure? Yeah, I am. How long will it take you? I could have it done in 20 minutes, I guess. Good. Meet me outside the lab, and don't tell anyone you're coming. And that definitely includes Nathan. Don't worry, you can count on me. I got to work on Rose's request. I'm curious what it is now. Well, you don't look anything like you sound on the phone. The phone fails to convey my inherent awesomeness. That will just look ridiculously over-sexualized. Oh my god. She's amazing! Hey, do you want the serum or not? Sorry, I couldn't resist. Grr. So do you know how to take this? I just drink it, right? Yeah, pretty much. I've also got a reversal serum for you in case you change your mind. If I give this serum to Nathan, would he turn back to normal? No, for some reason none of our serums are working on people who were transformed in the explosion. We're still looking into why that's happening. Huh, that kind of sucks. Yeah, it does. We're doing our best. Anyway, here's your serum. Thanks, Dina. Don't mention it. I quietly made my way back to the lab and resumed my work with Lynn. She was still really focused on the microscope of hers, and I didn't even think she'd noticed I'd left. How's the research going? I'm still waiting on that set of micropipettes from you. Alright. Sorry, they're nearly done. About time. Hey, after you do those, can you go get lunch? Hey, after you do those, you can go to lunch if you want. Once we turn on the PCR machine, we just have to wait a few hours and then we'll know whether this works or not. Want to come with me then? We can get food at the cafe again. Didn't you yourself say that eating too much fast food was bad for you? Yeah, but I didn't include nachos. They're different. Have fun without me. I think I'm going to hang out in the lab and talk to Danielle a bit. You sure you don't want to come? Yeah, I'm fine. Go enjoy your nachos. Well, 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 if it isn't Miss Pervert. I'm not perving on anyone. Yet. Keep it that way, shall we? I've got my eye on you. Yeah, whatever. What the fuck? The girl was annoyingly persistent. She's doing a fucking job! It was going to be hard to have fun at the mall with this mall cop girl always looking over my shoulder. It wasn't my fault the gal was overwhelmingly cute. It'd be a crime not to take photos of her. Luckily, I didn't see Yale around, so there wasn't much Stephanie could get me in trouble for today. I quietly made my way to the cafe and ordered myself a fresh batch of nachos. Lethal nachos. Hey Dina, how's it going? Great. So how's your week been? Best of your life? Some things have been pretty awesome. Ooh, tell me. Mind your own business, Dina. Aw. So what can I get you? 2 plates of nachos. Are you sure? What? They're awesome. How about I give you some wedges instead? They're way better for you. Nachos or get the hell out of my face. Fine. Artery clogging nachos it is. Woo! Those nachos. It was an awesome lunch break. Ugh. Too much food. You're gonna get fat. Nah, you're the one who's gonna get fat. Sure I am. Lynn and I spent the rest of the afternoon doing research. It was boring work, but I understood why it was important to get this done. Dina? Yeah? Come look at this. Please tell me I made some sort of hideous mistake. What am I looking at? Oh. Yeah. We're all stuck like this. Yep. Yeah, there's no getting around something like that. God damn it. Give me the phone, I'm ringing Nathan. I passed into the phone and sat down. What Lynn had just discovered was big, and I was glad I didn't have to be the one to break the news to Nathan. But instead of telling him over the phone, Lynn invited him to the office. Even though she was much smaller and more feminine now than she used to be, I was still terrified of that woman. This wasn't going to go well. Nathan's going to be pissed. Hey, Nathan. Hey. Judging by your phone on the tone, you don't sound happy. I take it you have some bad news to break to me? Yeah. So what's wrong? We're stuck like this. You're kidding. Nope. She's not. When we made the gender swap serum, we gathered a bunch of samples from random people in the population. We tried to get every gene we'd need in order to create a functional sex change serum. By sheer coincidence, one of the samples in our gene bank contained a gene that, when activated, causes a sex change on its own. We thought our genders were swapped because we replaced our Y chromosomes with X chromosomes. But we were wrong. Our serum altered our physical traits to give us big breasts and giant hair, but several of our genes were overridden by this gene. And unfortunately, this gene prevents any alterations to our genetic structure. We will contain this gene, which we've nicknamed the Dina Lynn gene, and there's no way to remove it. It's now a central part of our genome, and unfortunately it means that all of us will remain genetically female regardless of what serums we come up with. I'm sorry. Are you sure there's nothing you can do? Yeah, I've looked over everything. We're stuck like this. Rose isn't gonna like this. I don't know. Huh? Never mind. My god, I'm stuck as a woman for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. I guess it's a small price to pay for discovering the scientific breakthrough. I'll get over it. It's fine. I was already getting used to having a vagina. Okay, I've got some calls to make. Lots of insurance to work out, namely compensation for all the employees here. Do we get compensation too? No. You get new contracts. I brought them with me. I've been discussing your research with several other people at Abaddon, and we've come up with new terms for you. So you're not firing us? I'm tempted. But the monetary potential here is too great to ignore. Here are your new contracts. Is this a typo? Nope. $1 million per year? Yep. I love you, Nathan. It's Nadine now, I guess. Not Nathan. Oh, you finally chose a female name? I didn't personally, but that's beside the point. I need you to sign these as soon as possible. He's taking this remarkably... Oh, sorry, she is taking this remarkably well in her fucking stride right now. I'm going to read through these in detail first, but it won't take long. Good. Now I've got some phone calls to make, so your first duty is to break the news to everyone that they're stuck in their new bodies forever. Do we have to? Do you want $1 million or not? We'll do it. Good. That was amazing. Not only did Lynn and I get to become world-renowned scientists, but we were going to be paid a fortune to continue our research. I finally have enough money to buy that private island I'd always wanted. But even though I was happy, Lynn wasn't. She was nearly in tears, and I had to do something. I can't believe it. There's got to be something we've missed. Some sort of last-ditch effort we can throw all our energy at and save the day at the end. This can't be it, right? Well, wait, no, that would be suicide. Huh? The GIC functioned by using a completely pure sample of our viral vector, free from any added DNA components. It was an extremely concentrated solution, and it wasn't very stable. The theory I've been working on involved adding the synthesis of the vector to our genome so that we could mentally trigger its production that allow us to change our shape at will. It sounded crazy, but it had a lot of simulations to back it up. If we were going to get past the genetic lock, we could have to completely override our genetic structure, and theoretically I could override the composition of our genomes by drinking the viral vector supply for the GIC. Then we'd be able to change genders at will, and we wouldn't have a problem anymore. But drinking a pure solution of hyper-concentrated viral construct was madness. Even dying wasn't the worst possible thing that could happen to me. I've done some pretty crazy things this week, but even I wasn't a complete lunatic. I think you might be a complete fucking lunatic. Or was I? I'm gonna risk everything and drink the viral vector solution. Lynn, calm down. This isn't over yet. This is really bad. There's nothing we can do. No, there's still one thing we can try. Remember the genetic infusion chamber? That machine you've been building in the main lab? The one we're going to use to change our genders before we found a way to deliver the vector virus serum? Yeah, remember how we were talking about how we could theoretically use the machine to shapeshift? I do, but we barely made any headway with that research. It worked fine in theory, but we were never able to replicate it in any test subjects. But that's because we use rats. We have no way to control their cognitive processes. I think that if I drink our shapeshifting formula, I'll be able to change my appearance to whatever I like. We can give it to everyone, and they can return to their boring old lives as guys. It'll work. What the hell? Don't drink that. It's a highly unstable substance. It could kill you. Then I've been drinking serums all week. I'll be fine. Yeah, but that was different. This is substance we've only been testing for a few weeks, and we have no idea it works. It could completely scramble our genetic structure. I've almost finished the genetic infusion chamber. This is just me taking a small part of that and using it to override the genes trapping us in our female form. Once I know it works, I'll switch back. Being able to turn back into a guy can become useful at times. Honestly, this isn't a bad idea, but I'm not letting you drink it. But I'm not letting you drink anything until we've done rigorous testing. If this goes well, we might be able to return everyone to normal in a week or two. The shape-shifting serum is right there. I just have to unplug it from the machine and I can test it right now. We don't have to wait weeks. No, test first. Just fucking do it. Then and I got to work on analysing the sample from the genetic infusion chamber. What we've been trying to use was a hyper-concentrated solution of a viral vector, modified to accept any genetic sequence. We hadn't made much headway with it before, but I'd been experimenting with this stuff all week. I was pretty much a pro at manipulating the vector now, and I reckon I could figure this out in under an hour. And we're done! No, we're not. We have a few hundred simulations we need to run first. And then, this is why I'm the mad scientist and you're just the assistant. We're never going to learn anything unless we take some risks. Well, heads up. Don't drink that! Try and stop me! No! I knew this was going to be risky. Despite Lynn's total opposition, I gulped down the new serum. This one was designed to alter cellular stability so that maybe we could use the viral vector again to return everyone to their original forms. Or at least a few things they wanted to change back, like the completely adorable Dan. The few left that wanted to change back. I'm sorry, I'm reading so bad sometimes. I actually felt fine after drinking it. Well, for a few seconds anyways. I was starting to feel pins and needles in my arm. Wait, my arm? I lifted my right arm and was absolutely horrified at the sight that awaited me. My arm had liquefied. I could feel the whole thing, but it wasn't there anymore. And why is my hair feeling heavier? Why did my lungs hurt? I couldn't breathe anymore. Or rather, I didn't have to breathe anymore. As I panicked about my arm, I actually started reporting out the goodness. There was a chance I wouldn't die from this. I really had a chance. My body continued turning blue. Clothing and all, it was so inexplicably weird. I put my arms down to my sides. I was now completely blue and gooey. It was so incredibly hard to put into words. I was still alive. I was still me. I could think, I could breathe, which was odd now that I didn't have lungs anymore. Heck, I don't even think I had a brain anymore. Lynn, who was in complete panic mode after she saw my arm melt, was actually starting to calm down. I raised my arms into the air. It was so strange. I had no bones, no muscles. I just was. The whole of my being was this blue thing I'd become. I wonder how I wound up this way, how this serum had done this. I had no idea. I put my arms down by my sides again. I turned to look at Lynn. I opened my mouth to say something, and I fell apart. It sounds strange that way, but I literally fell into a puddle on the floor. I was a puddle of goo. I could see Lynn next to me. Once again, the total panic. I had to tell her I was okay, but I was just a puddle. How could I convey that to her? I concentrated really hard and jiggled. I was a jiggling pile of goo. Man, this was easily my weirdest experiment yet. I jiggled faster and faster. I could jiggle my gooey cellular makeup so fast that I produced a low humming noise. Lynn must have heard it because she was staring at me. Oh, that was funny. With that terrified look on her face, she must have thought I was going to explode or something. I laughed. I must have thought it a little too hard because all my being vibrated to the maniacal cackle I'd released. Oh man, if she wasn't terrified before, this would make her totally lose it. Anyone could make sound now, so I tried to speak. Lynn, I'm okay. That calmed her down. She had this annoyed look on her face now, as if I'd done this all on purpose to make her lose it. I had to figure out how to stand up again, which sounds simple when you've got bones and muscles and a brain, none of which I had anymore. I concentrated really hard on being solid. I think I hardened a bit, but it didn't have any shape to me. So I tried to remember the feeling of moving my arm, the feeling of turning my head. That had worked, somewhat. I shaped myself right there in front of Lynn. She was speaking, but I couldn't hear her. I hadn't figured out how to listen yet. I concentrated really hard and focused on how I felt the air on my exterior cells. I could feel the vibrations. I just had to. There we go. I had to interpret them as sound. I could hear Lynn now. We were back in business. Kinda. What happened to me? Whoa. Are you a blob now? How are you doing that? Wait, I think I can change my form a bit. Is this better? Wow. I don't really look normal anymore, do I? You can say that again. I'm so gooey. Don't worry, Dina. We can fix this. And we'll find out what happens to Slime Girl Dina in the next installment of DNA Gender Bender DNA whatever. Gender Bender DNA Twister Extreme. Not DNA Gender Bender. Gender Bender DNA Twister Extreme. Part 5 soon. Hope you enjoyed, guys. If you did enjoy, leave a like, a favourite, and a comment. I'll see you really soon. Bye for now.